Hello, Khoi? Hello? Hello?
Do you hear me?
Hey, good evening. Yeah, good evening, Khoi. I can hear you loud and clear. What about me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you because now I am using my phone account because Skype on computer has some issue need to fix.
Oh, okay. So I cannot see you today. I cannot see your face today. So you are just using an audio. Okay. That is what you mean.
Yes, that's
Okay.
what I do.
Yeah. Okay. So are you ready, Khoi, for our lesson today?
Yes, already.
Yeah, okay. So just tell me if you are what is one any problem when it comes to your connection, okay?
Yes,
Okay, so
okay.
that I will not going to hurry up, okay? So I will share with you our lesson. Okay, for a while. But before we're going to do our lesson today or another lesson today, Koi, allow me to present to you a video presentation. Okay, for a while. Okay, it's all about this. Okay, just for a while. Okay. Okay, I hope you can see this one, Tukoy. Can you see it?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see.
it's white. Okay, so let's start now.
Oh, pathologies.
Psych to go.
It takes time to really get to know someone, but first impressions often determine whether someone is willing to spend more time learning about you. In fact, people's first impressions are made within 7 seconds of meeting someone new. The details that someone takes in about you all factor into how they perceive you to be. Whether you ace that job interview or score a second date all depends on how you project yourself. Here are some tips on how to make a good impression.
Okay,
1.
now what do you think, Koi, would be the lesson or the topic that we are going to study based on this, on the introduction of this video? What do you think? Can you guess?
We learned about how to recognize the person in the first impressions.
Okay, of course, from the word good impression. Okay, so in this particular video, we can be able to see tips on how we are going to make a good impression with other persons. Okay, so let's continue now.
Be enthusiastic. Show interest in the person you meet. Don't hold back or be afraid to show that you're excited about something. In fact, people often see passion as a charming sign of strength and inspiration. Showing your enthusiasm by smiling or incorporating friendly humor will make you seem approachable and easygoing. 2. Show respect. People want to feel respected before they reciprocate it. Be polite and show manners with please and thank you. And don't just focus your manners towards the person you meet. Make sure to treat everyone around you well, too, as it shows a lot about who you are. For example, if you're out for dinner, be sure to treat your waiters well, not only your date. 3. Be open to new ideas. Openness is an inviting trait, so give new experiences a shot. You don't have to lie and be enthusiastic about it if you didn't enjoy it, but let people know that you're willing to try something new with them. This will also encourage them to be open to your suggestions as well. Engaging in new activity together is a great conversation starter and can create a sense of closeness. 4. Be positive. Although life can be challenging, if you're able to make every moment count and find the good even within the bad, people will be drawn to your resilience. You shouldn't be a blind optimist, but having a positive outlook, despite any hardships, makes you seem dependable. 5. Realize it's not all about you. It's great to show off your strengths when meeting someone new, but people also like to see a degree of humility because it shows that you understand there's always room for improvement. There's a difference between confidence and self-centeredness. To avoid seeming conceited, focus on larger concerns in the world, and be sure you're letting the other person participate equally in the conversation. 6. Try to avoid the bad days. Timing plays an important role, and while there's only so much we can control, if something unfortunate happens that deeply affects you, you're not obliged to follow through with a scheduled meeting on the same day. Instead, you can bring up the issue and set up another time. Let them know your time with them is valuable to you, so you don't want to let unfavorable aspects of your life to affect them or make them uncomfortable. It'll show wise judgment on your part and demonstrate your ability to communicate effectively. 7. Pay attention to your body language. Body language has 4 times the influence on first impressions than the words that come out of your mouth. It's important to be aware of the way you present yourself. Make sure your posture is good, make strong eye contact, and lean forward to express interest. It's not the end of the world if you don't make a good first impression, even if you meet with someone important, but don't feel like you have to be someone else. There will always be more opportunities to connect with other people. What do you do that helps you make a good impression? Have you noticed anything other people do that leaves a good or bad impression on you? Feel free to share in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our website as well as our other social media, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching!
Okay, so there you have it. Okay,
Yeah.
now, Koi, before proceeding to our lesson, what do you think is all about the video? So what is this particular video wanted to persuade or to give us? What do you think?
I think
Aside from the one that we gave while ago, it's all about a good impression. So to sum it up, okay, to summarize all of the terms in there, maybe what do you think all of this are all about?
yeah, I think the 7 sign in this video is introduce person how to make a good first impression to the
Impression.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think making this particular tips or making the tips in action, or you are going to do the tips that makes a person having a good impression if we try to apply all of them? Yes or no?
Yes, of course.
Yes. Okay. That's why, in relation with our lesson for today, because we are going to talk about here, okay, good impression. So let's move on now. Okay. I hope you can see the presentation, Koi. Can you see it?
I see.
Yeah. Okay. Now, before moving on, you have a homework, right? That you need to do this one. Now, before moving on, we are going to answer all of this first. Okay? So think about a city that you visited. Answer these questions. Have you visited some kind of a city, Koi?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, of course. Okay, in your place is also a city, right?
Yes.
You belong to Ho Chi Minh City, right?
No.
Ah, no, you're not. Okay. What city you belong?
Uh, I I currently live in Bình Thuận province. So
Oh,
the main city of this province is Phan Thiết. So
ah,
it also
okay.
means I belong to Phan Thiết city.
Yeah, okay, okay. But you are near to Ho Chi Minh City?
What?
Is it far? Is it far, or you are near with this city? With whom Ho Chi Minh City?
Ho Chi Minh. Oh,
Is
you are
far from
the
your, yeah,
the
is it,
distance. Okay.
okay. So it's somehow far from your place. Okay. Okay, so that's it. Now, how long did you stay in there? In that city?
Oh, I think it's only 4 to 5 days.
Oh, so that's very long, huh?
Yeah.
Did you go there for a vacation?
No,
It's
that's the
just for,
place. No, that I think Fantasy City is the place where my school had been Rome in Rome.
okay, okay, okay. So you go there most of the time, of course, because you are going to school, right? That's
Yeah,
why you go
wait.
there. Okay.
Yes.
Now, in that particular city, where do you think we can go? Beautiful places. What do you think would be the best place in your city that you can recommend to go to? What do you think?
The best place in this city. Oh, yeah. Oh, geez, I am more focused on studying, so
So you
so
don't
I don't
usually,
mind about other things.
yeah, so you don't usually visit in that particular places. Okay, anyway, okay, so the main point that we are going to, what is one, to emphasize in here would be something that you visited or a place that you visited. And maybe all we wanted to show in here would be our what is one, our experiences, right? But since
Right.
you are focusing on your studies, of course, you don't you weren't able to go in this particular places in your country, okay?
Oh,
Okay. Now, let's move on now, Koi, to our Unit 14. Now, we are near to finish your program. Okay? So, we're near to towards the end of your program. So, we are on the Unit 14. Now, again, same thing that we are going to study about reading, vocabulary, and grammar and writing.
right.
Yeah. In the reading part, so activity number one, what are we going to do, Koi?
We read the sentence, then we circle the meaning of the underlying word.
Yes, so sing. So meaning we are going to know the vocabulary in here. We don't have an underlined word in here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we just have to take a look in that, examine, and what would be the underlined word. Can you read sentence number one?
There are many complaints about this restaurant. The food is not very good.
So I think the underlying word is complaints. So what do you think would be the word complaints is?
It means comments from unhappy people.
Yes. So just like in this particular sentence, there are many complaints about this restaurant because the food is not very good. That's
Good.
why they will have comments from unhappy people. And look at
True.
this one, Koi. The first sentence tells us about the video that we had able to watch just a while ago.
Um,
Good
how to manage
impression,
restaurants.
right? It's very important that if you're the owner of a particular restaurant, it's very important that you need to do a very good presentation so that people might what, might going to eat in your restaurant because
Yeah.
good impression lasts, right? Okay, even though
True.
it's just only the first time that you came or that you went to that particular restaurant, but you did a very good presentation, you do have a very very delicious food, then what happened? There would be no complaints at all, right?
Yeah.
So all the people who are going to dine in there will be going to go home happy because you have a very good food, right? Okay,
Yes.
number two.
In my opinion, the city lifestyle is wonderful and exciting.
Okay, so the underlined word, I guess, is one, talk about something. Okay, lifestyle.
Lifestyle. Hmm. I
Okay,
think
in
a
my
talk
opinion, the city lifestyle is wonderful and exciting. So what do you think would be is the
is
lifestyle?
a report about topic.
Okay, a report about a topic. In my opinion, the city lifestyle is wonderful and exciting. So when you say lifestyle, would be
B.
a thought about something. Okay. When I say lifestyle, okay, let's say for example, another example for this would be what would be your current thing that you are doing. So that would be that comprise your lifestyle. Let's say, for example, if you eat healthy food, that would be a lifestyle. If you eat unhealthy food, that would be also your lifestyle. So that
Yeah.
means we have thought about something.
Something.
Okay, that's a lifestyle. Okay, next, number three, Koi.
Number three. There are many international students at this university.
Okay, so maybe the underlying word would be international.
Nation. It
Okay.
means from different countries.
Yes. So not only from your country, but students who are enrolling in this university would be coming from different countries. So that is international. Number four.
Number four. This part seems very sad. There are lots of families with children.
Okay. So when we say seems, I guess the park seems very safe. So there are a lot of families with children. So what do you think is this?
It means look like it is.
Yeah, so it looks like it's very safe, right? So if a certain place is safe, so there are a lot of people or a lot of children would also go in there and they're safe. So that is it looks like it is. Okay, next one, number five, Koi.
The air in the city is dirty and polluted. It needs to improve.
Okay, so when we say polluted, so the underlying word is polluted. So what does it mean?
It means get schools.
Yeah, it get worse. From the word
Schools.
pollution, right? Next, number six.
Oh, my first impression of the neighborhoods was good. I
Mm-hmm.
like it because there were many beautiful trees.
Yes. So first impression. So the underlying word of here is first impression.
Mm. First impressions mean
Yes.
idea of feeling.
Yes, idea or your feeling. Okay, your feeling of
Yes.
something. Okay, or your idea of something. So that's first impression. Number seven.
On weekends, I buy fresh fruits at a farmer market or tours. If farmer sells good varieties of fruits.
Okay, so the underlying word maybe would be downtown. Okay,
Oh,
so on weekends, I buy fresh fruit at a farmer's market downtown. So each farmer sells a good variety of fruits. So the underlying word maybe would be downtown. So when you
yeah.
say downtown, what does it mean?
It means place to shop for things.
Yes. So we can see a lot of things in there. So that would be a downtown. Number eight.
This museum is very expensive. I'm surprised. I thought it was free.
Yes, so this museum is very expensive. I'm surprised. I thought it was free. So expensive means,
It means feeling when something unusual happens.
okay. Oh, not expensive,
Oh,
but surprise. Yes, so the underlying
yes,
word
right.
is surprise. So that would be,
Feelings when something
yes.
unusual happens.
Yes, so it's also the same, okay? So it's a feeling when something unusual happens, that would be a surprise.
Surprise.
Okay? So I think you already understood all of these words, right? Okay, let's
Yes.
try another one. When we say complaints, that would be unhappy people. So it's a comment of people, those who are unhappy. And then when we say lifestyle, It's
It
a
means
thought
a thought
about
of about
something.
something.
When we say international,
It means from different country.
yeah. So when we say seems,
Thing looks like it is.
okay, it looks like it is. And then when we say polluted,
It means get worse.
okay. And when we say first impression,
Idea of feeling.
and when we say downtown,
Play to shop for things.
okay, and surprise,
Feeling when something unusual happens.
yes. Okay, so that would be our vocabulary. Okay, activity number 2. So we have here a blog post. Then we have to decide whether the questions below could be true or false. And then those who are false, we have to correct them. Okay, and make it
Oh.
true. Okay, what's the title?
First impressions.
Yes, so the title is all about first impressions.
That's right.
Okay, can you read
Some
them?
long Yes, some long-time residents of Berlin have complaints about the city. Last quiz, we invited some of our newer residents to give their thoughts and opinions.
Okay, so according to my,
Maris, I am from Taiwan and I moved here 2 years ago. I'm studying energy at Edinburgh University. Berlin is very international. There are students and professors from all over the world. During my first year here, many students didn't seem friendly toward new people. I was sad at the beginning because my German wasn't very good. When my German improved, I tried to talk to other students more. After several months, I met a few good friends. Then I started to enjoy the city with my friends. My first lesson was not very good. People seemed unfriendly. But now I have a good opinion of Berlin and I enjoy studying here.
okay, so that is the experience of May, right? During the first time when she moved in this particular town 2 years ago, so she has a bad impression, right? Okay, but as time goes by, after a several months, she was able to make good friends already. She has a few good friends, right? Then after
Yes.
that, she started to enjoy the city with her friends. And her first impression was not very good. Okay, why?
Yeah.
But not very good because the
Because
people there
unfriendly. Seem unfriendly.
unfriendly. Yes, so
Yeah.
seemed unfriendly, but now
She's
she
but not have a
have
good
a good
opinion
opinion of
of Berlin.
Berlin, and he
She
is
enjoys
now
studying.
enjoying her
Study.
stay or studying here. Okay,
Yeah.
so first bad impression, the second one would be, or after several months there would be good impression already. Okay, that's according to my. Okay, what about according to Pedro?
Bedroom. Bedroom. My first impressions of Berlin was very good. The
Okay,
city
stop
really
for a while. Stop for a while, Khoi. Now look at this one. So his first impression of Berlin was very
was
good, not
very good.
unlike with my, right?
Yeah.
Okay, continue, Khoi.
This city really welcome bicyclists, and that is very unusual. I
Okay.
love biking, but it can be dangerous in the city.
Mm-hmm.
On my first weekend in Berlin, I buy all over the city. There's special race by park everywhere, and they are very safe. Safe. I was really surprised. Also, I explored beautiful city parks and gardens.
Yes. Okay. Now, what do you think would be the comments of Pedro in this particular city, Berlin?
Yes, he had a high opinion of Berlin.
Yeah, so he has a very good and very good impression when it comes to Berlin, right? But there would be only one problem, okay?
Oh,
That is if he do biking, right?
yeah.
Because biking in that
It
city is
is well far.
dangerous. Yeah, it's dangerous. Okay? But he keeps on
He keeps on
biking all
bicycling.
over the city. Okay? And what he likes about this city, there are special.
Special race for everywhere.
Yes, so everywhere there would be a red bike paths. That means you can just only take that red path because that is what? That is
Very safe.
assigned to all the bikers, right? And and they are very safe. Okay, and what happened, he was
It's
really
broad.
surprised. So all comments in here, first impression of Pedro to Berlin was very good. Okay,
Uh,
okay, next. So what about Tala?
Thailand. Oh,
Tala is from the
Philippines.
Philippines. Yeah,
Yes, you can see.
yeah.
Talas. I am from Philippines and I moved here with my family 5 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I really don't like cool weather, so at first I was
Unhappy,
unhappy.
yeah.
First, people in the city don't stay inside in the winter. For
Mm-hmm.
example, last December, I visited the outdoor market with my parents. It
Mm-hmm.
was cold and it was dark at
30
3:30
p.m.
p.m.
Yeah.
But the market was so colorful. My families and I worked
Around
around for hours.
4 hours.
Everyone were outside having
Have
fun.
fun.
When we were too cool, we stopped to for a drink at a cafe. And
Okay.
that winter night, the city was exciting. The next day, I went ice skating with my friends from the skating rink. It was beautiful view of the city. Now I think that differently about a cool winter month.
Okay. Now, where this particular person moved. So she moved here
In 5 years ago,
in
in Berlin,
in Berlin. Okay, but this particular person is came from the
is
Philippines. Okay. Now,
Philippines.
what is her impression with Berlin?
Yes, her
Is
first
it good
impression,
impression? Is it a good impression?
a not good
Yeah.
impression with the weather.
Yeah, actually, she was surprised because here in the Philippines we don't have winter, right? So when she goes there already in Berlin, it was cold. Okay? Here in the Philippines, if we experience cold weather, what we did was we have to go inside our houses and stay there. But in Berlin, what they do?
It's Berlin.
They,
They go they was outside.
yeah. So they everyone was outside and having
Fun.
fun, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then what happened to this Filipino people when they were cold? They were going to
Everyone, of course, were in house.
and stop for a hot drink at a cafe. Okay. Yeah, because here in the Philippines, our tradition would be if it is cold months. So what we do is we usually drink hot tea, hot chocolates, hot coffee in order for us to keep warm. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And what happened? On that winter night, the city was
Excited.
exciting. And then the next day,
She went ice skating
with
with her
her
friends.
friends. Okay, so from the skating rink, there
They
was a
was
beautiful
beautiful
view
views
of
the city.
the city. Now she think
Seeing differently about the cool winter month.
Yes, okay. So during the first time that she came here, she moved here in Berlin, she doesn't like the weather, okay? The only problem would be the weather, okay? Because she's a Filipina, so therefore she's not used to that particular weather, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, this time, we're going to
Oh,
answer this particular question in here. Okay. Are you ready? Now,
ready.
number one. Can you read this?
May moved to Berlin 5 years ago.
Okay. Is it a true or false?
It fall
Why?
because May moved to Berlin 2 years ago.
Yes. So the correct one would be 2 years ago, not five. Number two.
May didn't speak German very well when she arrived. Yes, it's true.
Okay, that's true. Okay, because when she arrived in Berlin, she didn't speak German language. Number three.
May doesn't like studying in Berlin now. No, it's fall
Yeah, it's false because
because she enjoys studying here.
yes, in Berlin now. She enjoy. She not doesn't like. Okay, number four.